Hey guys, it's your boy Anthony, and I'm here to show you guys how to animate in Clip Studio EX, Clip Studio Paint EX. Right, so first thing first, as you can see, this is how I set up my workflow, my workspace for animation. I mostly use G Pen and I have my pens and brushes on top here. I could switch through the shortcuts on them. Right? Shortcuts for pen and brushes. I think you guys should know. P is for pen and B is for brushes. E is for erasers. Y and so on as well. Let's mess with all of them and you'll see exactly what each of them the change the brush shape itself. Alright. So moving on the right hand side here, as you can see, I have my rough sketch down below and I have my line art which I use vector. I'm a vector lines within folders because it's much easier to manipulate and copy and paste them within the folders in it. So I'll show you guys how to go about doing that. Alright, moving on. So when you're in Clip Studio here and you want to be able to go back and forth instead of grabbing this here and going back and forth all the time and wasting all this time in inserting new frame, expanding the frames and all this nonsense. I'm gonna show you guys how to bypass all that nonsense. So let's create a new workspace. New animation. I animate with 1920 by 1080 and I use 600 resolution. Yes, I love maintaining privacy. Right? Frame rate on the side I use 30 and playback time 120. Everything else you really don't need to mess with it unless you're gonna make like multiple scenes and stuff. Number of stories, that's the scenes. The number of shots you're looking at, right? And if you wanna manage them, going saving them somewhere in the desktop or somewhere, you could just do that, save it wherever you need to save it. Right? But I just work with my thing 111, right? Then I press OK. Now I'm here, a blank slate. Okay, want to be able to move this. So how do I go about doing that? I'm gonna come up here to File. I want to go down to Shortcuts. This here is my shortcuts. Category, Menu Commands. Make sure it's on that. Animation. Hit Animation, and you come down to this here. So new animation layers. Yeah, click that. So animation folder, I put that as 2D camera, put that as 5, audio 4, new animation cell 1, right? Playback, I'll zoom that in for you guys to see. That's the two little dots. I think it's I forget what this name is. Separate names. Move frames. You wanna go to this here, it could be like a little drop down thing. You wanna drop that down and you go to previous frame, set that. Go to next frame, set that also. And you will come down, scroll down and go to timeline here. Click that, then go down, set for timeline. With the previous timeline, this will be for you to go back and forth through your timelines. Maybe wasting time too. Go to next timeline, change settings, change frame rate. If you want to change it to 25 or 30, that is up to you. That is up to you. Alright, let's see. Show animation cells. Onion skin, enable onion skin. I have it as Alt V and onion skin settings, Alt V. Right? So these are the basic settings. Light table, I know nothing for that. Don't need that. Show camera, Show camera frames. I never said that. I'll come back to that. Show camera path. Show all file guideline guides. These two here seems very important. You guys could set it and write in the comments what kind of thing you experience when you set that. I don't use those, but I'm thinking of setting those. Right, so after you're done setting up everything here, you can pause the video and take notes or set it however you see fit. Those are the shortcuts. Right, so that's just one of the shortcuts, one of the many shortcuts under. So after I done setting up shortcuts, I just mess with them. So control, right, control and the dot and apostrophe, I can go back and forth, right? Want to add a new cell, press 1, add a new timeline, add that. Want to change frame rate, I press 3 to do that. Want to add audio, I press 4, camera, I press 5, right? So these are the shortcuts, right? But let's say that I want to make an auto action now, right? And I want to insert a frame. So I come here to 2, I say go to 3, I press 1, and I do that, right? And I want to insert a frame. Instead of me pressing right clicking and saying insert and just coming up, and I'll be doing that all the time. Let's make an auto action to bypass all that nonsense. Right, so auto action, how do we get it? You want to come up here to Windows and you want to come straight down to auto action. Click that. I already have it here on the side. Just drag it out. Right, so then auto action, they are right there. So you're gonna come down here to add a new auto action. Add a new current auto action. So you're gonna click that. This little thing, you're gonna click that, this will pop up, and you will name it to suit your own interests. It's up to you. Right, so that is the first auto action, right? So I want to click this here, start to record action. So whatever action I do from now on, it's gonna be recorded here. This is very simple. So I want to right click here. I'm going to go into insert frame by 1, and this will come up here. So that will remember what I did by 1. I'm going to click that and stop it. Now when I press it, play, 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 that will happen. Right? Simple, right? Let's make another one. Number 3. So we're gonna do the same thing again. Name it, or whatever you wanna do. Press this, right click, delete by 1. Let's start to that. So every time I click this, by 1, by 1, by 1, by 1. Alright. The only downside to this red line here, you have to put it at a certain, you have to put on a certain frame if you want to go back towards. So you will delete your first frame completely. Alright. So after you're done doing that, you want to set the shortcuts for these two auto actions. I already have the both of them here. Delete insert frame and insert a frame. I already have them here, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it, right? So after you're done making them, put this right here, right? And I'm going to come up here, file, I'm going to go into shortcuts. I'm going to go into this drop down here and hit auto action, insert frame. And within the insert frame folder, I have these two here. So double click on them and give them an action, give them a button number or something. 8 show, whatever. These will tell you, alright, this already installed, this already in existence, so choose something else. Do something else. So I could combine Control E, Control R, V, right? And give it a thing, right? That's how you assign the auto action. I already assigned mine's is the minus and take away the plus sign and the take away button next to my number keys under. They're at arm length to me. So I can just press those going back and forth. Alright, cancel that. Come back here. If you want to delete them, it's very simple. Select them and you delete. And you delete. Right? And if you want to make an entirely new folder, you're gonna come up here and create auto action set. I could have put both of them in one set, but want them to be separated to have their own independence now, you know. I know why I do that, but I just did that. Either way, that's how it is. So since you learn shortcuts and auto action, now you're set now to move about. But are you set? Not quite yet. So if I press the shortcuts keys now, this is what will happen. See? It's very simple. Moving on. So I was telling you guys earlier on, I'll show you guys how to go about doing this, right? So in here now, I have these two frames. Like I had a rough sketch something here and then line at it, stuff like that. But I want to be able to copy and paste certain details now. But I'm going to make this very simple and very easy for you guys. I want to go overboard like I normally do. But anyway, let's see, let's make a bouncing ball. Simple. Simple, right? But you see now, that ball I just made there is limited. Can't really do much with it. I could do a lot with it, but it will be limited to what I wanted to do if it's not vector. Alright, so to get a vector line, new vector line, hit that. Right, I want to be able to copy this ball multiple times. So I'm getting rid of the ball, in here, I'm going into vector. I'm adding a folder, and I want the folder to be 1 and I want the vector line to be right, and I'm putting it here. So that is vector line. Click. Alright. Put out actions for all of that nonsense to later. Right, so this is my vector line here. I have it within a folder. So I make the ball. Right, ball meet. Now I want to press G. I can't even add color to it because it's a vector line. So what I do, press 2 and I add a new layer, layer, and I add that to that, and I make sure that is 1 also. Now I can move this down below, sit underneath that, right? So now, bam, but let's give it that color, purple. Right, so now you're going about doing this, right? So you have these two here, but you want to be able to motion it exactly everything. You have your line, then right here in your color layer here, you can name it color. Boom. And you can name this line art. Boom. So your line art and your color. You ain't messing with color right now. Messing with line art. So I want to be able to copy and paste this as much as I want. Right? The only drawback is when it comes to this, when you copy and paste it, it will like double up and triple up and nonsense like that. So you gotta be watching here constantly so that don't happen. You know, we'll be watching here constantly so that nonsense don't happen. So I'm going to go forward, insert a new one. I'm going to hit this. Hit Alt V to get onion skin. Right. So now I'm in the second layer, but I have this here. I'll delete that and I'll go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam. It is copy where it left off from last, right? So see now it has nothing in it. Copy that, right? So 2. Bam. 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 That's gonna go back. So from here now, I'm going to copy this by pressing Ctrl C to copy it. Then I'm going to come here. Bam. Now it's here. If I want to deform this, Ctrl T. And I could press, hold on Ctrl and morph it. Right, so bam, Control. Come back here, copy this, here, Control V, paste it, grab it. Here, bam. Control C, copy it. Control V, paste it. Hold Control. Right. Control C. Control V. Bam. Control T. Right, Control C, copy it. Control V, bam, Control T. Right. Copy. Paste. Right. So when I go back now, see, by using vector, I'll be able to morph it however I see fit. See that? And if I want to, I just come here, I hold this and I bring it up. Let's go into the settings and reset it. Choose not to. Sure. Right? So that is the playback. Right. And I come here now to color. Go back where I want. Activate the color. Start. Bam. Bam. Mhm. See how quick and easy? And each of the colors on them in their own folder. Nice and simple, right? But within the folder on them now, let's say I want to add shading to the color. Simple. Within each folder with the color itself, you want to add another layer to it, another clear file, another new raster layer. Right, and within the raster layer, you're gonna clip it to that. But it's a way to bypass all of this setup. Like let's say in this here, get your color, get your shader, and you have your highlights or your texture or whatever you want to be putting on it, whatever you will be putting on it. You understand? Or you could have your texture in an entirely different layer in between the line art and the color itself. You could do that. That is up to you if you want to do that, and you clip them to the color itself. Okay, so now I'm going to get my pen tool and I'm going to turn this layer into multiply. So do that. Right. So that's that. Then highlight and dodge. Circle. Boom. Right, so now my ball. Everything is controlled within that folder itself. So if I want to go about doing that with the others, and then as I said before, if you want to bypass all this, set up the first one exactly how you see it here, how I have it here, and when you see you go to the next one, all of them will be the same. Like this, for example, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's go back. Right. So I have a color here. Shade, that, right? Shade and highlight, right? across. Right now I am clipping it to the main color. So both of these here be clipped to this. Highlight. Right. Shade. Shade. And highlight. Right. Shade and highlight. Multiply. Color dodge. Or better yet, low. Right, so I have these three here. So um, come here, like this, right? So I add that. So now when I go to the second one, boom, all of them will copy over to the next one, because the reason why it's copying over, it's within a folder itself, right? It's within a folder itself. So it's easy to do this. Then I go to the third one, and then I go to the fourth, I go to the fifth, sixth, seventh, and I have all of them there, right? So now, so I go back here, select the color, and there's one thing too, you gotta make sure all of them on the first one. I just something you gotta make sure all of them on the first one. First, on the first. I will see over here. Make sure all of them on the first one. This is the control you'll have over them. Right? Now, second, shaders. Shaders. Alt. You pressing Alt when you wanna get a color, right? Alt and select the color you want. Then press P. So let's see. Right. That, this, and you see how fast it moving, right? And the next thing too, your settings, or you set up your colors here. My tolerance at 3, and my area scaling at 2. I have this down here, refer to multiple, so doesn't matter where I'm on, it will drop the color. No matter what layer on, it will drop the color. See, all has the same thing, right? But this is the control it has. Right, so then I come here now. Let's select this. Oh, color that. That. So now you see, right? This is how you go about doing it. Alright, so if you guys have reached this far into the video and you like what you see and you want to see more, please like and subscribe and follow for more in the comments. I know this video has been long, and if you have reached this far into the video, you are definitely a trooper. You really want to learn this. So I've teach you practically everything you will need to know when it comes to this. Although it has some more things to it, but when it comes to texturing and stuff like that, I'll show you guys the basics in what you guys will need when animating in Clip Studio. But if you guys really want to go real far with this, when it comes to texturing, I'll show you guys quickly how to go about doing it. If you guys still watching, so you wanna press W on your keyboard, and you see right down here you'll see new tone. You wanna add tone set. Bam. Say noise. See that? Now you add a new texture to it. From here, click this, add noise. You want to click here, add this. Add noise. Right, so let's see. Boom, bang, down, bang, bang, down, bang. Alright. So this is how you add texture. Like, just one way to add texture. The other ways too, if you have texture in your texture like this, select it and drop in a texture also. So all kind of ways you could add texture to this. Small. See? If you want to go real crazy with it, add textures like that. But that is up to you guys. If you have reached this far into the video, please like and subscribe and follow for more. I really don't know how long this video is, but I'll show you guys everything you guys need when it comes to doing animation Clip Studio here. So I hope this video help you. I'll make another video when it comes to the camera sequence and stuff too. But this is just the basics when it comes to the animation. The camera is another matter, and the audio is the next matter. So if you guys want to see videos like that, let me know in the comments. It'll be up to you. All right, well, I'm heading out. You guys have a good night. Well, good morning. It is morning. Latest.